So you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric that is 5.5 by 4.5 inches. And you're going to use also a little piece of foam or batting, anything that is going to be soft when you handle it. I joined my foam using this basting adhesive to one of the pieces of fabric on the wrong side of it. And that really helps me because I cut the foam a little bit smaller than the fabric. So using the basting adhesive helps me keep the foam in place when I'm stitching it. Now I'm going to place right sides together, so the exterior and the lining per se, and I'm going to mark it one side of it about 2 inches, and that is the distance that I am not going to sew. So I'm going to stitch this all around the square, and I'm going to avoid those 2 inches. I'm going to stitch this at a 1/4 inch seam allowance, 3mm stitch length, beginning and starting at the marking, and make sure you back stitch when you begin and when you end the stitching. Make sure you trim all your corners, not cutting the stitch line. And now you're going to turn your little rectangle right side out. Push all the corners so that there are square, and now you're going to top stitch all 4 sides using a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, 3.5mm stitch length. Consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel if you have learned something today. Now it's time to place this on the handle, and I kind of measure to make sure that I like how it looks before I pin and decide where I'm going to place it. I'm going to place the hoops and loops at about 1/8 of an inch from the edge, and using some double-sided tape I'm going to place one side of my hoops and loops on my pad, and then making sure my handle is not twisted and finding the middle point of it, and I'm eyeballing this. I'm going to place now the pad on the handle on the other side of the velcro. Go ahead and stitch the velcro in place. Making sure that you catch the handle. Of course, when you're stitching the velcro, you don't want the velcro to be wider than your handle and then you miss the handle, okay? And back stitch at the beginning and end of every side of your velcro. So right now I'm going to do it again. That way I secure my velcro in place. Next, we're going to attach the other side of the velcro, and again I'm going to test, make sure that I know exactly where I'm going to place it. And I'm going to follow the same procedure. Just use the double-sided tape and place it so that it's I know where I'm going to put it, and I put the double-sided tape first, then I put the piece of fabric, and now I'm going to stitch it. At this point, you're going to make sure your bobbin thread matches the fabric. Just if you need to change the bobbin or anything, this is the time to do it, to make sure everything looks nice. And now look at this, it's so beautiful, it's perfect, so easy to make. Enjoy it. And if you want to learn how I made this insulated casserole carrier, go check out my next video right here. Ciao.